Hello and welcome back to the Prog Hat channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I'm back with another video, and in this video I want to show my collection of CDs of one of my favorite metal bands, and that's Judas Priest. Now, I do have some of their albums, but I wanted to show my CDs because I think I have more in CDs doing that I do in vinyl. Okay, so let me just share a few things. What inspired this video is that the other day, or the other morning, we were going to do some grocery shopping at Walmart, and we have it on the classic rock radio station, and You Got Another Thing Coming came on, and my sweetheart reached over and turned it up, and I said, that's my girl, because she likes metal too. And so I was thinking, man, this is such a great song to hear on our journey up to getting some groceries. And so I decided to wear my Judas Priest Firepower tour shirt, because I want to share that. I saw Judas Priest, and that was my first time back, the month, or the same month the pandemic broke out, and or the month before, I think that's what it was. And Uriah Heep opened up for them. Man, I really dig that band. I would like to get their new album, but I don't know why I cannot find it. Or I think I looked for it and I could never find their new album, their latest. I just want it on CD. I don't need to have it on vinyl. I'm pretty sure it is expensive, but that was a really good show. And I lost my voice. My sweetheart did all kinds of videos of me just jamming real hard. I don't know, I think it was about almost a week before I could start talking again, because man, I was shouting. I was having a great time. She was having a great time. And I thought, you know what? I want to show my CD collection. I want to show some of the stuff I have on CDs, because I still love and enjoy CDs. And I don't need no UHQR and all that. I'm sure that's great for some folks, that you can do that. You can buy that. Great. But I like hearing CDs. So let me start off. And these are in chronological order. And I am missing some. And you'll probably see which ones I'm missing. I know I'm missing Ram It Down. And yes, I do like their version of Johnny B. Good. But Sad Wings of Destiny was one of the first albums I heard. I had a friend in high school who came to school one day, and he said, hey Edward, I learned how to play Victim of Changes on the guitar. It sounded awesome. But I remember too, I had another friend, and one Christmas year, this is way when we were back in junior high, he says, I want to give you an album for Christmas, and I want you to give me an album for Christmas. I said, okay, what do you want? And he said, Unleashed in the East by Judas Priest. Judas Priest, never heard of him. So I went and found a record, and I got it for him. And he that year, I remember him, when he was so excited. I was hanging out. He opened up his gift. He was glad, and we started listening to it. And I heard the song Sinner, and I was like, man, they rock. I don't have my original copy of Sin After Sin, but I remember at a grocery store, my grandmother bought it for me. But that's what's next, is Sin After Sin. I just simply love this album from beginning to end. So great. I love these reissues because they put a couple of bonus tracks, and that's plenty for me. I mean, it's not bad if they put more, but I do like the bonus tracks that they put on this one. They put a live version of Jawbreaker on here live, and it sounds totally awesome. But I tell you what, sometimes they put these bonus tracks on these CDs, like commercials or a quick interview. That's not a bonus track to me. That could be saved for something else, you know, bigger box set or something. Next up, Stained Glass. This is another good album by them. And I would say if I could, Heroes In, Exciter, and Better by You, Better Than Me, Invader, Invading This Earth. That song freaking rocks. Next, this album has 2 different covers, I think. This is a Hell Bent for Leather. This is another solid Judas Priest album. Hell Bent for Leather and Stained Glass. If you get the 2014 release of their album Redeemer of Souls, some of the songs have that vibe, like they kind of went back. I don't know. That's just the vibe I got when I listened to the Redeemer of Souls. This album right here has one of my favorite tunes, and that's the Green Monalishi. That rocks. Next, Breaking the Law. What else can I say? No introduction needed there. That is a killer album from beginning to end. Gotta have that in the collection. Next, an album I personally like, and I remember when I first heard the song Heading Out to the Highway, and they were saying at that time, when did this come out? 1981, and they were saying the new Judas Priest album came out. Here's my used copy of it. I did buy it used. This is Point of Entry. Man, I love this album. I know a lot of people may not like this album, but you know what? Proghat buys what he likes. I don't give up on bands. I trust, like a band like Judas Priest, the next album is just going to be as good, and that they're just transitioning. You know, that's why I like Ram It Down. So I always trust like this band. This band had a good run of some albums. I'll put it to you that way. Some of my favorites is the Desert Plains, Solar Angels, and Little Troubleshooter. That's a good little song. It should have been a single. Maybe it was. Oh man, epic. Screaming for Vengeance. I do want this on vinyl, but as an early pressing it that I can find of it, I could go get that reissue. You know, that one called, what's the name of that label? Something Vinyl. It's like they reissue the records, but there's nothing about them. Like, what did they use? The sources? I don't remember, but you'll see it's like a little blue sticker and it says Something Vinyl, and they're reissues. Some people like them. They said that they're fine. But Electric Eye, oh my goodness, do I go into character when that song comes on. Man, that song just rocks. Probably my favorite around this time, Defenders of the Faith. I love the album artwork. This album is my favorite in that time period. What are we talking about here? 1983, maybe? Somewhere around there. Defenders of the Faith. How else can I say it, but one of their epic opus albums. That's how you make a metal album, with songs like Free Will Burning, Rock Hard, Ride Free, Love Bites, Some Heads Are Gonna Roll, and those 2 songs at the end of this album, Heavy Duty and Defenders of the Faith. Oh my goodness, gives me chills when I hear that at the end. I'm gonna have to listen to this one again this week. Turbo. Yeah. Or is it? Yeah, Turbo. Turbo Lover. I love this album too. It's another good, great record. I got a few more CDs I want to show here. Painkiller. Another great record. I love this one. This one really rocks. Heavy Duty. And my last CD, you can see the gaps I have. Redeemer of Souls. I love this album. 2014, doesn't feature guitar player KK Downing. Great record. There you have it, folks. My CD collection of Judas Priest. Maybe I'll show some records, but I want to build up a little bit more. Anyway, thanks for watching and take care.